Greetings and welcome to the Sports Card Ripping Teacher. So one of my former students came up to me this morning. I always stand out by the lockers, kind of greet students coming in the building, make notice of sports teams they're wearing or jerseys, whatever, just making small talk with the students. But someone came up to me and said, today is Justin Fields' birthday. And I know this student pretty well. We have a pretty good relationship. And I said, so what? And he just kind of laughed, and I laughed as well. But actually, class is in session. Today is March 3rd. It is lesson 128. And today it's a birthday shout out to the big man. That's right, Kyle Schwarber. What is there not to like? 246 career home runs, 22 stolen bases, lifetime 227 batting average. We're going to skip over that part, but it's all the other stuff about Kyle Schwarber that I appreciate. He was a catcher coming up in the Cubs system, and we had Wilson Contreras, don't have him anymore, but they wanted to get him out from behind the plate, and that's when there was no DH in the National League, so he went out to the outfield. And that 2015 season, it was a comedy of errors out there. Luckily, the big man, I think he hit like 15 or 16 home runs in just like a month or so in the big leagues that year, but it was bad. But the one thing you did see him when I was working games, you saw him out there practicing. He was working at his craft. He was always a good teammate. He'd be wearing these USA swim trunks out there, just shagging balls, getting close to the wall and everything, the ivy. It was what you wanted to see. In 2016, he did get injured in the outfield, diving after a ball out there. I mean, he was the kind of guy you wanted on your team, and he worked his butt off, made it back to the World Series. He was one of the heroes of the team, that's for sure. But then he just continued to work out there. And he did struggle at the plate from time to time. That batting leadoff thing for the Cubs at first did not work out very well for him at all. He was sent back down to the minors. But one of the things that people probably don't even know about, and I have mentioned it before, during I think the second or third inning of Cubs games, they do a salute to the military. And Kyle Schwarber always, when they were coming back off the field, go over there, shake their hands, give them a couple of baseballs that were signed by him. Just a good dude. That's the kind of guy you want on your team. And I love seeing him hit home runs, for the Phillies these days. I'm kind of a closet Phillies fan just because of Kyle Schwarber. And all those home run challenge cards I had last year, when they were Kyle Schwarbers, I could close my eyes and pick a date, and the big man hit a home run. And then what does Topps and Fanatics do? Kyle Schwarber, not one of the choices this year. You're killing me, folks. I may not even, enter any home run challenge cards this year in protest. All right. Jax and I, we did our rip yesterday. We're going to start off with a Glove and Beyond TV, some Notre Dame football cards, and then you're going to see a Fanatics blaster. Now, Jax is sometimes a little bit nervous on camera. He admits that, so it was kind of a training day for him in that video. Let us know what you think. All right, so Jax and I, it's our turn to make our video, and we're a little bit late actually in doing this. Why were we late?
We were eating ribs.
Yeah, Mr. Rocco, the Rock of Woodridge, came over with some ribs. Let me tell you, the Rock, he makes some mean barbecue. And did we save any for Mom and Graham?
Yeah.
We did, but we ate plenty ourselves. So first, we're going to a Glove and Beyond TV. And I've got 2 packs of Notre Dame cards here that I'm going to open up. And Jax, what are we going to open up as well?
Topps Series. Topps Baseball.
Topps Baseball.
1.
Series 1.
Series 1.
Series 1. Are you sure?
Yeah.
2024?
Yeah.
All right. So actually this morning, Jax tried to get me to open up these cards and do his at-home rip at like 6:30 this morning. And Jax does not wake up early for anything, that's for sure. So I'm going to go through these. And as everyone knows, I do love Notre Dame. With all I've got, I definitely let my grandmother down that I did not go there and play football for the University of Notre Dame. But, what are you going to do? I was a pride of Knox College. So Tim Brown, Heisman Trophy winner. And right here, Michael Floyd. Look at this. Wow. Autograph RPA of Michael Floyd, by gosh. And it is 47 out of 51. Man, Michael Floyd had outstanding hands. Stud wide receiver, like blown away with every card that we get. Zach Martin for the offensive line for Notre Dame. O-line U is what they call them, Jack. So they had some of the best offensive lines in the business. Coach Harry Heastand was taking care of that unit. And whenever we go to the games, Jax, I don't know if you notice it, but during one of the timeouts, they always do Irish in the NFL. And they go through all the players who played that previous week and just any stats that they may have had. So here we go. Joe Theismann. Beautiful upper deck card. Holy cow. Manti Te'o autograph. I think you remember me telling you about Manti Te'o. He was just a beast linebacker. It is good to see that Manti Te'o is back doing things on the campus of the University of Notre Dame. And one thing that he mentioned through all the things that went on, like Notre Dame was that constant thing that was there for him. And holy cow, Miles Boykins. I know he played for the Ravens for a while, but another one of those receivers, I feel like if Brian Kelly were to let some of these guys play as underclassmen, there's no telling what the Irish could have done. Wow. And Justin Tucker, a beast on defense. Beast on defense. Awesome. And that is Justin Tucker. That is a kicker for the Ravens. He is still kicking, which can mean like figurative language for alive, but Justin Tucker is actually still kicking footballs and alive. All right, here we go. Harrison Smith, yeah, even the Notre Dame guys that play like for the Vikings still have a soft spot in my heart, that's for sure. Harrison Smith, Jerry Tillery, he was a beast on the line as well. We call him the heavy artillery, Jerry Tillery. Wow, look at this. This is just awesome. Lewis Nix III, he had one of the best sack dances that you've ever seen. Just a big man, he could shake it. And it was one of those weird things. He had a single digit. He might have been 0, in fact. Is there a number? No jersey on there. But I think in Notre Dame, he wore 0. And just a huge man wearing a single digit on his jersey. Just kind of always looked weird, but he was a beast as well. Mike Golick from the radio. That is awesome right there. I don't think he has aged a bit. Another autograph. Holy cow. And this one is 29 out of 30. Wow. Speechless here. Jimmy Clausen. And Harrison Smith, man, he was an outstanding player for the Vikings. Wow. So again, a Glove and Beyond TV. If you haven't done so already, give them a sub. Go check it out. All right, we're back. So I had to go back and get a box cutter. The last time Jax opened a product, he tried using a pencil. It was kind of a mess, right? Mm-hmm. And the card father, Mr. 95 Cents, had said, get that kid a box cutter. And when Mr. 95 Cents talks, you definitely listen out. I almost got your Swiss Army knife. You know, you are a scout and know how to use it the correct way. But John MP uses his Swiss Army knife, and we don't want to infringe on his opening. So you're going to take this box cutter free from Fanatics at the National. Do 1 or 2 quick hard ones across the top, just like that. Go ahead. Now I'm going to space out some of these Notre Dame cards over here. Because no matter what, we got some big hits out of these. Oh, man, tight. There you go. Peel it open. Peel it open. There you go. All right, there we go. Now we're cooking. So I'm going to teach. This will be like training day. I think it was Denzel Washington and someone else in that movie. And I'm going to teach you how to do a super rip here today, okay? So I'll do mine first. I'll take the 5 packs. You'll do 4. So a super rip, what you do is you're going to open everything up right away. Now, we got that Stars of the MLB. Oh, Pete Crow, that's good. We're just kind of flip it over right there and put that down. Hopefully I can do this fairly quick. Again, this is a pro move. Each year when I got to recertify as a YouTube content creator, they make you do this with 100 boxes. No, they don't. You got to know, bro. Some things I say you can't believe. And I feel like, at this point in the year, the kids in my classroom, they're all kind of knowing what is real and what's make-believe. But we do kind of educate and entertain, Jax. All right, so I got my packs here opened, and one of the things you shared with me is sometimes you're a little nervous with the names. And you're not sure, do I look in the camera? Do I try to look over the camera at the cards? I do look into the camera because I'm a little bit taller, but the main thing is, if you don't know the names of the player, it's okay. So I know Christian and Encarnacion Strand. I know that. If you just say Big Red or something like that, and you kind of just fly through them there a little bit. Trent Grisham, Henry Davis, that's a good rookie right over there. Justin Steele, Man of Steel. But there's some names you're not quite sure about. You just kind of keep on rolling through. Matt Olson of the Braves on the 89. Bob Miller. Justin Lawrence. We know a Justin Lawrence. I mean, he's in, I think, 6th grade, so that's not him. So why don't you go ahead and super rip your packs, and you can do your opening. Tony Gonsolin. So nothing crazy out of these Fanatics. But actually, we did have the true card. You know, wasn't the biggest player in the world. I was expecting some more numbered cards out of these, honestly. So we've got today. I think we have one more blaster left. Jose Ramirez sliding in, and see if, if you go through a bunch of cards and see a card you want to talk about, you can stop, kind of blabber on a little bit like I do. Jose Ramirez versus Tim Anderson in the ring 2024. O'Neal Cruz, Zach Gallen, Corey Seager, Chris Bryant, talking about John MP, Jordan Westberg, Shea Langoliers. Look at that, a giant right there. It's like Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan right there. Maybe it's Shaq and Kevin Hart. Is that the Kevin Hart that we're looking for? Grand Games, Roberto Clemente. All right, Alec Bohm. So in these Phillies cards, we have to look for Chris Rock, or is it Kid Rock? Who are we looking for? Chris Tucker? I always forget. All right, there's Anthony Rizzo, our captain. So you super ripped all of yours right there. Joey Votto, shout out the Grizzos cards. Logan Ahapi, James Talion had a solid second half for the Cubs, or actually last month of the season, so I am looking forward to him coming back. Andrew Vaughn for the White Sox. Pete Crow Armstrong, looking for big things for him this year in center field. Do got Cody Bellinger back in the mix in case those things don't pan out as they do sometimes. Yoshida, Chaz McCormick, Mikolas, and Brady Singer. Nothing crazy, Jax. You super ripped your cards. Why don't you start going through them for us, buddy?
Okay. So they're Adley Rutschman, Pete Alonso.
What's his nickname? Big Meat Pete, the polar bear.
Bobby Witt Jr., Randy Rosarena,
Anthony Volpe.
George Kirby.
Holy cow. These are like almost the same picture right there for Emerson Hancock and George Kirby. Almost the same photo.
Willie Adams. Pete Alonso. Big Meat Pete. Corbin Carroll.
Oh, you put that Corbin Carroll off to the side. You want that one, huh?
Yeah. Chris Taylor. Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Oh, Graham's gonna want that one. Ooh, that's a chrome. Who's that one of?
Adley Rutschman.
Nice.
Gavin Williams. Shohei Ohtani.
Ooh, nice.
Christopher Morel.
Nice. Put the Morel off to the side too, huh?
Donovan May.
Calzone. I love me some calzones. Esther Ruiz.
Carlo.
The Correa Shower.
Julio Rodriguez.
Nice.
Joe LD.
Joe Adele.
Joe Adele. Bobby Witt Jr. Hunter Gunn. Oh.
This thing is Brandon Marsh. Do we see Chris RAK in there anywhere in his beard, maybe. I think I see some breakfast. Looks like he had biscuits and gravy for breakfast there. I don't see Chris RAK though.
There.
Dylan Cease.
Picked the game shot for Francisco Lindor. And
That's a nice one.
Jonathan Heem.
All right, nothing crazy out of that box, but those are the hits of the day. Irish in the NFL. The Fanatics box to me was underwhelming. I've seen quite a few of them. I have seen some people get at least one numbered card out of there. You know, we did get that true photo earlier, but I feel like I've seen those same exact packs in the first blaster that we had. So I did leave that stack just at home. When we get into our other Fanatics blaster, I want to see, because I feel like there were a bunch of duplicates there. But once again, a Glove and Beyond TV knocked it out of the park for us. I mean, seeing all those Notre Dame football players, autographs, numbered cards, like very, very gracious. If you have not done so already, go over there, sub them up. You'll hear a really good Macho Man Randy Savage impersonation. Class is dismissed. Dig it.